Keep in mind that this story time is a registered event, so the children who are here to participate should be wearing a pink wristband. Okay? So please keep that in mind. There is also a foam activity that is after this event, and Sister Salvi will let us know where and when that is going to be.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. All right. So I hope you guys are doing well. After the story time, we're gonna need like about 30 minutes to set up the foam experience, and then we had a lot of new registrants today, so we're gonna have to. The foam experience like last a couple of minutes, so we're gonna have to do it in several different groups, but we'll probably have it set up in the same area where the all the water activities are. So just make sure you keep your wristband on that you got for story time, and that's how we'll know that you'll be able to participate in the foam experiences too. Everyone got that? All right, so I think we have our whole team here now, so I think you guys can go ahead and get started. Do you want me to should I have the lights dim so they can
So I don't think it's not gonna make a difference. Okay, so
All right, if you did not get an activity page, we do have some owl and cat activity pages here, and just share with your neighbors about the crayons and things like that. I'll try to get more, but we can go ahead and share the crayons and the colored pencils.
all right, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are gonna get started right now. I want to go ahead and ask the adults and the children who may have cell phones to put your cell phones on mute or vibrate. And also for those parents who have children to put their children on mute. I can't solve the vibrate problem. Okay, let them shake around. But listen, we're all here to have fun. Okay, so everyone have fun, enjoy, and let's all learn about Hajj. You need the mic first, right?
No, so okay. You're gonna say Assalamu alaikum. I am the cat. Okay.
I'm Mr. Cat.
Yeah. As we're setting this up. Okay. Say Assalamu alaikum. I am the cat.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm the cat.
No, you're not. It's my cat. I'm the cat. I'm the puppet show.
I'm the real cat.
E- Excuse me. That is so mean of you. I'm the cat. Just because you look prettier doesn't mean you're better.
You're made out of trees. I'm fluffy.
Hey, that's an insult. You shouldn't insult me. Say sorry.
No, you're the bully.
How rude. Just because I'm made out of paper does not mean that you can bully me.
But I'm the real cat and you're calling me fake.
Fine. I guess I'll just go.
All right, take two. Are we ready to get started? All right, okay.
You're not ready. Are we ready?
All right, there we go. That's better. That's better. All right. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Hajj is the pilgrimage to Mecca that every Muslim must make at least once in their lifetime. It starts on the 8th of the Islamic month of Dhul Hijjah, and it lasts for 5 days. Owl and cat are going to Mecca to show you what a pilgrim does on each of the 5 days of Hajj. First, Owl and Cat pack their bags with everything they'll need during Hajj.
Oh wow.
That is an airplane.
It's sponsored. Today's puppet show is sponsored by Qatar Airways. Yay!
Then Owl and Cat travel using Qatar Airways to Mecca.
Yay! Look, they're on the plane. Yee. Would you like a vegetarian dish or the halal meal today? Okay. All right, next one. They're getting off the plane now. Yay. Now they're arriving in Makkah. All right. So this is the part where everyone stands in a long line and waits for immigration. They give their passport and they're told to wait in a line and then they get the stamps on their passport. All right, that's it. Now the plane is gone. The plane is going away. It's going back to America. All right, yeah. Now we are in Makkah. Awesome. Look at that. On the first day of Hajj, Owl and Cat change into special clothes. This is called ihram, okay? Everyone who goes for Hajj, the men in Hajj, they have to wear a special white cloth, okay? 2 pieces of white cloth. All right, mashallah. Now, on the first day of Hajj, Owl and Cat walk around the Kaaba how many times? 5, 3, 9, 7 times, mashallah. All right. And this is called tawaf, okay? All right, Safa Marwa next. After tawaf, we're waiting for the government to give us clearance for Safa Marwa. All right. After tawaf on the first day of Hajj, they walk between the 2 mountains that are called Safa and Marwa. Awesome. Awesome. Safa and Marwa 7 times. And this is called Sa'i. All right. So everyone runs in between these 2 mountains. All right. Now we're going to Mina. All right. So we've done tawaf. We went around the Kaaba 7 times. Then they go around the 2 mountains of Safa and Marwa 7 times. And then on the morning of the first day of Hajj, Owl and Cat travel to the tent city of Mina. All right. Yeah, this is where the over 2 million Hajis go and stay in a tent. They go from Makkah to Mina. Some go in buses. They also have a train system. And some people even walk as well. All right. All right.
On the first day of Hajj, while they travel to Mina, they recite a prayer in Arabic called the Talbiyah. The Talbiyah, does anybody know what the Talbiyah is? Okay, very good. What's the Talbiyah, Ibrahim? Do you want to come over here and help us?
What's the talbiyah? Say it.
لبيك اللهم لبيك
Okay, ready? Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. Say it. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. Do you know the rest?
لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك
لبيك لا شريك لك
لك لبيك.
Come on. لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك.
إن الحمد
إن الحمد إن الحمد
والنعمة
والنعمة والنعمة
لك والملك
لك والملك لك والملك
لا شريك له
لا شريك لك.
لا شريك
Okay,
لك.
let's get it once. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
لبيك اللهم لبيك.
لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
Awesome. So now what does that even mean? Well, labbaik, I am here, O Allah. I am here. There is no partner for you. I am here. Praise and glory is for you, and the kingdom is yours. There is no partner for you.
All right, can we get a big Allahu Akbar for Ibrahim? Thank you so much. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. How many of us remember going in the buses or in the train chanting Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik? All right, mashallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all the chance soon to go and to be able to chant Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik. Okay? Ameen.
All right. Now, the rest of the first day of Hajj is spent praying in Mina. And day 2.
All right. Day 2. On the second day of Hajj, we're going to Arafat now. On the second day of Hajj, owl and cat travel to the Arafat desert plain. All right. Arafat is a big flat area, okay? Close to Makkah with a little mountain in the area. On the second day of Hajj in Arafat, they stand in prayer at Jabal Ar-Rahma, the mountain of mercy. All right, let's get the mountain of mercy back up there. All right, yeah, all right. So they stand by Jabal Ar-Rahma, the mountain of mercy, and pray all day to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
At sunset on the second day of Hajj, owl and cat travel to a place called Muzdalifah, where they go ahead and take some rest. All right, so now you have owl and cat about to go to sleep at Muzdalifah.
All right, lights out, owl and cat.
Take a nap.
Lights out.
You had a long day. Go to sleep.
All right, are we in Muzdalifah now? Okay, that's Muzdalifah.
All right.
So, you know the very special thing about Muzdalifah is that is the night in Hajj where everyone sleeps under the stars. There is no tent, there are no camps, there are no apartments, there is no accommodation. There is just a mat or a sleeping bag, and then you, and then the stars. So that is a very special night of Muzdalifah.
On the second day of Hajj, at the same place, Muzdalifah, they collect stones to throw at pillars in Mina.
So, all right. So, can we get the jamarat? Yeah. All right. So, when the Hajis come back from Muzdalifa to Mina, what do they do in Muzdalifa? They collect little pebbles, okay? Not cocoa pebbles, not fruity pebbles, little small pebble stones, so that the next day when they go to Mina, there are these three walls, okay? There are these three walls, and the Hajis, those who will go for Hajj, they take 7 stones and they throw it at this wall. Do you know why they do that? Because they're trying to bring down the wall. Huh? Is it? No. Yes, yellow shirt. Do you know why they throw? Yeah, you, yellow and blue. Do you know why they throw stones on the Jamarat walls? To what?
To represent Shaitan.
Okay, so they go throw it at Shaitan. Do you see Shaitan there? Is he trapped inside the wall? Yeah. He's like, get me out of here, get me out of here. Right? Is he trapped inside the wall? Oh no. Do you know what? Do you know why they throw stones at the wall? To break it down, okay? To throw it at Shaitan, but Shaitan's not in there. Yes. Come here. Come here.
When Ibrahim alayhi salam was asked by Allah to slaughter his son, that was where the shaitan was bothering him.
All right, mashallah. Let's say Allahu Akbar. So Ibrahim alayhi salam was asked by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he was commanded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to sacrifice his son. So as he was going to do that, Shaitan came up to him at 3 different spots and said, what you doing? Are you okay? Like for reals, you're gonna do this? You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't sacrifice your son. What did he do wrong? So Shaitan tried to persuade Ibrahim alayhi salam away from fulfilling the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what did Ibrahim alayhi salam do? Did he punch him 7 times in the face? No. He took small little pebbles and he threw them at Shaitan, telling him to get away from me. Get away from me. So when pilgrims, did you just throw? Oh, okay. Because I'm not the Jamarat over here. Yeah. Okay. So every year, all of the people who go for Hajj, who are called the Hajis, they go and throw 7 stones at the 3 spots that Shaitan came before Ibrahim alayhi salam. And that teaches us a lesson that in our lives, when Shaitan tries to get into our head and stop us from doing what is right, or tries to encourage us to do something wrong, we are going to say, nope, 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 7 times to Shaitan, okay? All right.
All right. Now, on the second day of Hajj, many Muslims who are not on Hajj, just like us right now, what will they do? They'll fast. Oh. No.
All right. So do you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow is Monday. Is it not Monday? It's Monday tomorrow. Yeah, it's Sunday today. Tomorrow is Arafah Day. Yes, this is the day when the people at Hajj are going to be in Arafah, but everyone else around the world is encouraged to fast, okay? So if tomorrow you see your mom and dad or someone in the house not having lunch, okay, what does that mean? Yes, it doesn't mean they just started their diet, right? Yeah, okay? They are fasting, okay? So some of you can expect an iftar tomorrow at your homes, and even here at the masjid. All right. Now, so everyone goes to Arafat on the 3rd day of Hajj, and before sunrise on the 3rd day of Hajj, owl and cat travel back to Mina. All right. Sorry, after the Jamarat. Okay? All right. So now we're gonna go back to Mina, and that's where the tents are, and that's where the walls where 7 stones are thrown on Shaitan. So on the third day of Hajj in Mina, they throw stones at the pillars called Jamarat. Okay, on the pillar. Now, once upon a time, they were pillars. Okay, but now upon a time, they are these wide walls. Okay, so that everyone can, so that people can't miss their shot. Okay, so they've extended the goal line. All right. On the third day of Hajj, owl and cat pay for the meat of an animal to give to the needy. This is called a sacrifice. All right, so let's see this right here. Oh, look at that. All right. Look at that cute little, look at the cute little, who said mouse? Since when did a mouse have wool? Okay, so it's a hybrid. All right, yeah. Okay. So I assure you that the animals on the day of Eid that are sacrificed are not mice. Okay? All right. What else can we sacrifice apart from a sheep? Who said cow? Good. Hamburgers. What else? A goat. Okay, what does a goat say? What does a cow say? Okay, anything else besides a cow and a goat and a sheep? Camel. What does a camel say? You don't know what a camel says, right? What does a camel say? What does a camel say? Huh? Okay. Do- All right. Hey, we got a good one. Okay, mashallah. That's awesome. That is an awesome camel. All right. Now, do you know why? Do you know why an animal is sacrificed on the day of Eid? Anyone? Yes. Yeah.
The day that Ibrahim was supposed to sacrifice his son, instead of sacrificing his son, Lamia sent down a goat or a lamb,
MashaAllah.
and then he sacrificed the goat or the lamb.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. So, why do we sacrifice an animal on the day of Eid? Because when Ibrahim alayhi salam was told by Allah to sacrifice his son, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't want him to sacrifice his, Allah did not intend to have his son sacrificed, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in exchange for Ismail alayhi salam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down a ram, okay, from heaven that Ibrahim alayhi salam slaughtered. So to remember that, we all slaughter and sacrifice an animal in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, okay? So we do that to remember that. We don't do that because the meat ran out in the freezer. All right? And it's time to stock up on meat. So let's go sacrifice. No, not at all, okay? Now some people, now what do you do with that meat? Do you eat all of the meat? You should eat some of it because the Prophet ﷺ ate some of it. And then you should give away some of it, okay, to people who are your family, who are your friends, and also those who are in need, okay? This is called the sacrifice, okay? This is called the sacrifice. After the sacrifice, on the third day of Hajj, the men at Hajj cut their hair. All right, so which one of you are cutting your hair? All right, okay. So, do we have any bald volunteers in the house? No, okay. So, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So, the day of sacrifice is called Eidul Adha, okay? That's going to be on Tuesday. All right. So, after they sacrifice, they cut their hair. All right. So, the men, the guys, okay, they either get a very small haircut or they shave their head. All right? You ever heard the story of Humpty Dumpty? Yeah, okay. So when I came back from Hajj once, I was called Humpty Dumpty in my house, right? Now, do the moms have to shave their head too? No, okay? The moms, they cut a little bit of their hair at the end, okay? But the guys, they can be bald. All right, mashallah, okay? Yes. Okay, okay, mashallah. Is your dad here? Right now? Okay, okay. Otherwise, we would have him volunteer, mashallah. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what were Owl and Cat wearing this whole entire time? Remember, on the first day, they had to wear a special 2 pieces of clothing, right? Or special pieces of clothing. Who remembers what those were called?
I remember, I remember.
Hmm.
It was a two-piece suit.
Oh, very close. Moon, okay. Yes, what was it called, buddy? Yes, it was called the Ihram. So on the third day of Hajj, Owl and Cat change out of the Ihram and they go back into their normal clothes. Let me get the next page. All right. So now, on the third day of Hajj, they travel back to Mecca for the second tawaf. How many times are we going to do the tawaf?
9,
Was it 5?
5,
Was it 4?
7.
It was 7. It was 7. 7 times around the Kaaba. Let me get the next page. All right. Oh, no, this is yours.
All right. After tawaf on the third day of Hajj, we're going back to Safa Marwa, okay? After tawaf on the third day of Hajj, they walk between the two mountains, Safa and Marwa, 7 times for the final sa'i. Do you know why we go between the two mountains? Do you know why we go between the two mountains 7 times? In order to get our 10,000 steps in. Yay! Right? To get ready to hike. No? To lose weight so we can fit in the ihram better. No? To burn off all the calories from the meat. Ah. All right, who's going to tell me why we go in between Safa and Marwa 7 times? I want to see a new face. You're a new face. Stand up. Why do we go between Safa and Marwa 7 times?
Because Ibrahim's wife, Ibrahim's wife's baby was super thirsty, and then she was looking for water everywhere, and she kept on going back and forth 7 times during those two mountains.
MashaAllah. Do you know the name of Ibrahim alayhi salam's wife?
Hajra.
All right, mashallah, mashallah. So the reason why everyone who goes for Hajj, the Hajis go between Safa and Marwa is because when Ibrahim, oh my God, the camel's here. Oh. All right, we have a special camel appearance. Yeah, all right, mashallah. Hey, how are you, Mr. Camel? Okay, that's good. All right. Hey, it's after Eid and you're still walking around alive. Yeah, you were supposed to be shawarma by now, right? Okay. So, the wife of Ibrahim alayhi salam, whose name is Hajira. Everyone say Hajira. Hajira alayhi salam. She was left in Makkah all alone with her baby son. What's the baby son's name? Ismail alayhi salam. And when he started to get thirsty and started to cry, she needed to look for water. So she looked in her book bag and she found a bottle of Zamzam. Huh? Is that how it happened? She went in between, she went to the mountain and she found a water fountain. No? she went in between Safa and Marwa, these two mountains, 7 times. And each time she climbed on top of the mountain to see if there was anyone traveling close by who could share their water with her. Or she was looking to see if there were any birds flying around, because birds flying around somewhere is a sign that there was water, okay? And then what happened after she went back and forth 7 times? Well, what happened? Is it They discovered Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent an angel with the gift of the well of Zamzam. All right? So Zamzam started to come out from the ground. Okay? Do you know why Zamzam is called Zamzam? Do you know? Okay, how many of you have seen a stop sign? What color is a stop sign? Okay? So in her language, the word stop was Zam. Everyone say Zam. Hey, you, Zam. Zamzam. All right. So do you know why it's called Zamzam? Because so much water started to come out, it started to flood the entire area, and she started to mix the water with the dirt, and she started to build a wall around it so that all of the water can stay in a little pool. And she was telling the water, stop, stop, stop. It's going everywhere. Zam, 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 zam. And she made a little wall around it that became the well of Zamzam. Okay? And the Prophet ﷺ said, if she would have left the water alone, it wouldn't have been a well, it would have been a lake. It would have been a spring of Zamzam. Okay? So that's what Zamzam means, because so much water came out. Okay? So she didn't want to be in all of this mud, right? All right. So after Sa'i on the 3rd day of Hajj, so this is why when people go for Hajj, they bring back some Zamzam and they drink it a little bit. How many of us have had Zamzam? All right, nice, mashallah, mashallah. Oh man, where was I? Okay. So we're done with Zamzam. We are going back to Mina. All right. After Sa'i on the 3rd day of Hajj, they travel back to the tent city of Mina. All right. So let's go back to Mina. The 3rd day of Hajj is the beginning of Eid al-Adha, the festival of sacrifice. Muslim around the world will celebrate, and we will say Eid Mubarak. Everyone say Eid Mubarak. All right. Look, they're hugging. Eid Mubarak. Do the 3 hug. Yeah. All right. There you go. Okay. That's it. Okay. That's enough now. That's enough hugging. Okay. All right. So we are going to greet everyone with Eid Mubarak and share hugs. Okay. Okay. We are still in Mina. All of the 4th day of Hajj is spent in Mina. Okay. So cat and owl are going to be staying in their tents. They're going to be reading Quran. They're going to be having breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay? And then on the 4th day of Hajj, we're going back to the Jamarat. So on 3 days, everyone stays in Mina and they throw rocks on the Jamarat. Go throw rocks on it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Hit that shaitan. All right. Okay.
Okay. Now, on the 5th day of Hajj, Owl and Cat stone the Jamarat pillars in Mina one last time. And on the 5th day of Hajj, now let's get to Mecca. Can we get Mecca? Now we're traveling back all the way to Mecca. So we finished what we needed to do at Jamarat. We pelted the stones, and now we are making our way back. All right. So now we're going, this is the 5th day of Hajj, and now we're back at Mecca. And what do we usually do when we're at Mecca? What was it that we were doing? We were going around the Kaaba. Tawaf, okay. And how many times was that again? 7. We do it one last time for 7 times around the Kaaba.
All right. After tawaf on the 5th day of Hajj, owl and cat drink Zamzam water from a special well in Makkah. All right. All right. So everywhere you go. So by the way, you don't go and make a line and wait to get water from a well. Okay. They arrange for the water to be kept in coolers. Okay, with cups. And their Hajj is complete. Now, what do you say to someone who comes back from Hajj? What do you say? 3 words. Where were you? What do you say? Haji. You call them a Haji. You say Hajj Mabrur. Everyone say Hajj Mabrur, which means may Allah accept your Hajj, okay? We wish you a blessed Hajj. And look, owl and cat have come back from Hajj. On which airlines? Qatar. Yes, okay. All right, mashallah. Yeah, there you go. Qatar Airlines. Qatar Airlines, if you are watching this. Yeah, okay. Give all of us a discount, inshallah. Okay. So that concludes our story time. Did y'all have fun? Did y'all learn anything? No. What? Okay. Okay. How many times do you go around the Kaaba? And what is that called? How many times do you go back and forth between the 2 mountains? And what are those mountains called? Wait, what did I hear? Did I hear what? Which mountains? Safa and Marwa. Okay, so it's not the Himalayas? No? Okay, it's not Mount Fuji? No? Okay, Safa Marwa. What is that called? It's called the Sa'i. Say it. Sa'i. Okay. Now tell me, true or yes or no? Is Makkah a part of Hajj? Is Mina a part of Hajj? Is Muzdalifah a part of Hajj? Is Dubai a part of Hajj? Okay, so we're taking Qatar, so they're gonna stop in Doha. Is Doha a part of Hajj? Okay, everyone has to go to Jeddah. Is Jeddah a part of Hajj? Is Arafat a part of Hajj? All right, awesome. And what is the name? Is the name of the special water in Makkah? Is it Ozarka? Did you say Ozarka? Oh, it's Zamzam. All right, mashallah. So you guys learned a lot. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. Please give a big takbir to our volunteers. You can stand up, owl and cat. All right, where's owl? Give me the owl. All right, assalamu alaikum. See you later. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, have fun. And, yeah, and few announcements, inshallah. We'll listen to Sister Salvi for a few announcements.
All right. Hope you guys had fun. So the petting zoo should be opening up around 3 o'clock. So if you guys want to go to the petting zoo, you can do that. And then about 3:45, we'll have the foam experience ready in the area where all the water activities are happening. So just please make yourself way to where all the water activities are happening for the foam show. All right. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys all had fun. Please leave all your crowns at the front table. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.